What's going on, Mason? What's going on, George Mason University? What's up, George Mason University? What's going on, George Mason University? We're back. Top of all. David Bernard.
I'm Perry Buckley.
Lindsay Hokinson.
And I'm DeMonte Shaw.
What's going on, George Mason University? Supposed to get hype. Come on, episode for the semester.
Yeah.
Come on, let's get hype. Woo! As always, you know what it is. I'm David Bernard.
I'm Perry Buckley.
I'm DeMonte Shaw.
And I'm Matt Newman.
I want to again thank Timmy Mulgrew for coming on. That's a great interview last time he came on the show. Definitely going to be seeing him a lot more. And thank you again to him. So wrap up show, so you can see where they're geeking out. Look at that personal text messages and stuff on the show.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yo, we're on the air, right? You know
It's
what
icy. You gotta make sure your family is in order. Oh, sorry.
Everything good?
Everything's good.
All right. Everything kosher?
Everything is gravy.
All right. So let's. It's been a wonderful semester. There's been a lot of laughs,
Yeah.
a lot of funny moments, a lot of bloopers.
Play on the ground right there.
Back me up. So let's get hype. But anyways, there's been a great year in Mason sports as well. In an inaugural season, A10 season, we've had. So I mean, we've definitely had a lot of great things. A lot of, I would say, exceeded expectations of where the critics ranked us at the beginning of the season. I know at the beginning of the semester we kind of had a rundown of where we were supposed to be ranked for everything. Perry ran off, we were supposed to be ranked for men's soccer and all that. And guess who's the A10 champions this year in men's soccer?
Oh. Was it BCU?
No.
No, wasn't them. No, wasn't
Probably like St. Louis. They were like
they were supposed to.
seeds, right?
Dayton? No.
Was there like Rock Steady, right?
Wasn't
Was
that
it
either?
Binghamton?
It
Oh, no.
could have been
Huh.
them. Binghamton doesn't even exist.
Huh.
Is it-
Is it the new kids on the block?
I think so. Was it the Patriots? Was it?
I think it was.
Oh.
Tim and the boys.
George
Yeah,
Mason,
it
8-10
was.
champions.
Yeah.
I mean, we were supposed to win it. They didn't have it. They had us ranked. I mean, decently, but I'm at, like.
No, they didn't give us a shot at
Yeah.
the championship, not at all.
Now, guess what? You all look dumb. All of you. We're 8-10 champs.
Did you?
First year.
Whipped them.
But what we do then?
We.
Well, again, congrats to the men's soccer team on a wonderful season. And I mean, definitely the support was there. We definitely want to make sure we support them next season because I mean, our first season you saw how great we did. So we're going to capitalize on that going into next year. And then, again, congratulations to our first A10 championship this season. It was from Bethany Sacramento on the cross-country team. So, again, congrats for bringing Mason's first A10 championship. And, again, just exceeding expectations and flying high, doing our thing. And, of course, and then, we had to kick off the basketball season. And,
Great start.
a great start from both men's and women's basketball. And our men's basketball team, we've hit a little rough patch, but I think every team hits a little rough patch in the season. I guess the good thing, hopefully, is that we're getting out the way early. We're kind of getting out the kinks. So hopefully, it's still a long season. We were about 9 games in, so it's still a long season. Still got a ways to go. So we just hope that Coach Hugh and the boys get everything together and start, making a little run. Start the season off like we did. Hot that strap defense. Protecting the ball and hustling. That's what we definitely got. Running the court, running the floor. That's definitely definitely got to make sure we do those things.
Making shots.
Yes.
That is always important for a basketball team to do.
Right, Matt. Right.
Lots of energy.
we're getting violent in the shop.
He hurt his hand.
Nothing there to punch.
Ooh.
That was my control verse. I only needed one verse.
But we got some upcoming basketball games coming up.
Yeah. We're actually going to be at the Hawaiian Airlines Diamond Head Classic in Honolulu, Hawaii.
Oh, Hawaii.
Diamonds.
I know.
Right
That'd be real nice. So the boys basketball team will be there from December 22nd to the 25th. And they will be playing on Sunday, Iowa State, on Monday, and Wednesday they also have games, but they're to be announced. And all these games are going to be televised, so they'll all be on ESPNU. So obviously, if you can't make it to Honolulu, Hawaii, which I don't think anyone will be, watch them, on TV.
Yeah, definitely. If you do make it out to Honolulu, must be balling.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. If you do make it out to Hawaii, though, you must be balling, trying to take the pressbox crew. I mean,
Yeah, over break as well. The women's basketball team will be playing. They'll be playing 4 games away, unfortunately. So I have a little away stand from December 21st to January 2nd. They'll be playing the likes of UAB, East Tennessee State, Georgia Southern, and GW. And then they'll come home for the first game back on January 4th to start off the new year, which is a Saturday to play LaSalle at 7 p.m. So if you come out to the Patriot Center and make that one, definitely support the girls.
Mm-hmm.
Is that our first Atlantic 10 game? LaSalle? I know the
I'm
men
sure
open up with
yeah.
VCU, so.
Away
Yeah.
at VCU.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough.
You think I live in Richmond? Ish.
I guess you go to the game, huh?
I'll probably be back on campus, but I'll try to make my way down there. We
could
could go as a team. Right? Road trip with
So what are you going to be rooting for?
Huh?
Which section you going to be sitting in?
I'm gonna be sitting in the section for the students for the teams. So yeah,
What's your
answer the
respective
question.
team?
You answer the question.
Mason all day, baby. I bleed green and black, gold, green and gold, green and gold.
Half of one shot. Half the other.
I think you just slipped. Who are you trying to root for?
I'll be happy if we win.
And who's we?
The Patriots, Mason.
You sure?
Yeah, I wouldn't be sad if we lost, but I wouldn't be happy. I just wouldn't be sad. Right?
You're about to get kicked off the
So the
press
swim and
box.
dive team,
What?
swim and dive team actually defended home court advantage because they took the men and women both took first at the Patriot Invitational, and they recently competed at the U.S. Winter National Championships in Tennessee,
Okay.
and then they're taking their talents to Key Largo, Florida, where they'll be in the Orange Bowl Classic.
Ooh, I wanna take you to Bermuda, Bahamas, come on, pretty much. Okay, I'm sorry.
Shout out to the Beach Boys.
Yes. That's my song right there.
Yeah, that was good.
Also, wrestling looks to bounce back after consecutive losses to Rutgers and Drexel at the Grapple at the Garden at MSG, Madison Square Garden.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's catchy.
over the past week. So they look to rebound against American on Thursday, December 19th, which is also at home at the Rack. So come on out and support them. And quick update on soccer side. Congratulations to the UCLA women's soccer team for taking the national title. And also congratulations to New Mexico for making the Final Four in the men's tournament, along with Notre Dame, Virginia, Maryland. So best of luck to all them, and stay tuned to see who takes the title.
Most definitely. And we'll keep you updated on our Facebook page, The Press Box, and also on our Twitter, @GMU Pressbox. Follow us, tweet at us, we're friendly, kind.
These old hands.
Gosh, I've been getting no support today.
Yeah.
At all.
We got your back, Randy. Yeah, follow us on Instagram. Kick us. What else we got? You can email us, gmupressbox@gmail.com.
You just made that up.
I just gotta make it a count now.
Just- Hit us on the inbox.
Yeah, inbox us. Some people do that.
We don't have an Instagram, so don't.
Not yet.
We don't have an Instagram. We don't have a Snapchat. We don't have a Vine.
Yo,
Ooh.
Snapchat, where's that?
Ooh,
a
a
vibe.
vibe. Stay tuned, George Mason
Are we still
University.
rolling?
We'll be right back. A vibe.
Vibe.
Welcome back, George Mason University, inside the press box. So, we're gonna. Gosh, can you keep a straight face for once? Gosh. Anyways, I'm gonna get that back later. So, anyways, we're gonna dive into football, both NCAA football and NFL, because by the time we come back for the next semester, BCS, all them games are gonna be done. And also, it's going to be deep into the playoffs. Real deep, like Pro Bowl around that time, something like that. So, so let's start off with the BCS games. First, let's start off with the national championship game. Of course, famous Jameis Winston and Florida State Seminoles, they're going to be playing Auburn, the Auburn Tigers. Of course, Auburn's made their magical run over the last few games, taking out the last second Hail Mary against Georgia, taking down Alabama, and then beating Missouri in a high scoring game. And so who do we have for this game between Auburn, Florida State? Who do you think is going to be national champions?
That's a tough question. I mean, they're both obviously very good teams.
Yes, that's what I asked.
I really like Auburn's storyline because they've always been tested a lot and they have like a lot of good wins to their name over Alabama.
Jameis has been tested too.
Oh my goodness.
Allegedly. Sorry.
He went there.
Oh, wow.
For real?
He went there.
I'm
He
talking
went there.
a purely football
He
sense.
went
I'm not
there.
going to speculate on matters I don't know everything about.
Thank you.
But,
Thank you.
I think I'm gonna have to go with-
person on that side of the show. That is, yes.
Continue, scholar.
I think I'm going to go with Auburn, actually. I mean, I know that Florida State's been blowing people out, but I really think that Auburn has more of like they've been in more tough games, and it's been more down to the wire with them. I think they might be a little bit more tested in that sense, in the football sense.
Good points.
I think Florida State's gonna win because
Why are you talking like that?
he's the intelligent one. I'm the dummy over here. So Florida State.
All right.
I'm gonna have to agree with the dummy and go with Florida State. I think, like you said, Jameis Winston and the boys, they'll have them rolling, and their average margin of victory is like 40 points or something like that. They're
That's
straight
incredible.
blowing people out.
Yeah.
Overall, I think they have the better team.
Yeah. And I think, just like you said, man, this is going to be a tough game. The main thing for Florida State is going to be stopping Auburn in the option because they took apart Missouri with the option game. I mean, combined with when they played Alabama and Missouri, I think it was almost over 800 yards on the ground rushing, just those two games alone. So the option is dangerous. But I feel if Florida State can stop that option, Auburn doesn't have much to go to.
No.
And the other day they were talking about Florida State's defense, and they were talking about out of the starters, out of the players on defense, the starting team, there's about 8 that are NFL ready. You're going to see them at the NFL level. So I think their defense is going to be ready to stop the triple option. I'm going with Jameis Winston and Florida State Seminoles. Be back on top. BCS champs.
No. Tigers all the way.
We shall see. Should be interesting for sure. That game's on January 6th, so make sure you catch that. I'm gonna scroll down and we're gonna go to we're gonna discuss a couple other games. Let's move over to the Orange Bowl between Clemson and Ohio State. Of course, Ohio State had the perfect chance opportunity. All they had to do is beat Michigan State. Easier said than done because had they won, they possibly could have been playing in the national title game against Florida State, but instead they find themselves.
They
Yeah,
would have
no
been
doubt.
playing.
So they find themselves, bobbing for oranges now. They'll be playing Clemson. Who do we have in this game to Ohio State and Clemson?
I think this is a statement game more than anything.
Mhm.
Ohio State's going to come out mad and
Mhm.
pissed at what happened because, I mean, if they would have finished out the season, and closed it out with a couple wins, they'd be in the national championship and vying for it.
Yeah.
The national championship. So I think they're going to come out and be mad and really stick it to Clemson.
Yeah, I think so too. I think this is going to be a blowout game. I'm with you on that. I think Ohio State's just going to kind of manhandle, eventually just pull away with the game, eventually just pick apart Clemson. I know Clemson has a dynamic offense. They have a lot of weapons, and they have Taj Boyd, Sammy Watkins, but I think Ohio State's going to be proved too much for Clemson to handle.
Yeah, I definitely think Ohio State, like I said, will come out swinging, not literally this time. But I love the running game between Braxton and then Hyde, the running back. Bold prediction, they're going to have over 600 rushing yards combined.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's a bold prediction.
Oh, my Lord.
600.
That's a lot
So
of
how many
rushing
total
yards.
yards they're offense have?
Really?
I'm thinking like 700.
100.
So he's going to have 100-yard passing.
100 yards rushing.
Yeah.
All right.
To the scholar.
How am I a scholar?
Well, we have the idiot episode like this.
I think I'm going to personally go with Ohio State as well. Clemson just has like that history of just choking in clutch games, and I think it's going to extend into this one.
All right. So let's move over to the All-State Sugar Bowl between the now former national champs, well, they're currently, but they're not going to be anymore. So I'm going to say former national champs, Alabama. They're going to be playing the Sooners of Oklahoma. Who do we have in that game?
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
I mean, they lost on not a fluke play. It was a great play, but
It was awesome.
I think they're still
Fluky.
top team in the nation. It just Carson fought their way that game. So they're going to demolish. So
Yeah, nothing else needs to be said. Wrong time.
Roll Tide.
Going on to the Tostitos Fiesta Bowl, we have Baylor going up against UCF, University of Central Florida. Just in case. But I guess for this game, I think I'm gonna go with Baylor. Baylor's another team that has a high-powered offense. I don't know if UCF can keep up scoring-wise to be able to stay in the game. I think this is another one that could get out of hand as well. Just see Baylor run away with it. I don't think it's gonna be close. It's not gonna be competitive. I'm going with Baylor by a lot.
Yeah.
I agree.
My bold prediction, I'm gonna say Baylor drops. They're gonna drop 60 in this game.
Oh.
A high-powered offense. I think Baylor can get up there.
I was going to say 70.
Oh.
150?
Okay, you go.
My bold prediction, they're going to win by 60.
Yeah, Baylor.
Okay. All right. Well, let's go to the Rose Bowl now. It's just going to be between Michigan State and Stanford. I think this is going to be a good matchup. It's a real good matchup. I don't know which way to go with this one. It's not as easy as the other ones.
Yeah,
No,
it's pretty
definitely.
evenly
Yeah.
matched.
I think I'm going to go with Michigan State. I think they both, Michigan State and Stanford both played their way into this game, but I think Michigan State has such a dominant defense that I think they're going to be able to take care of Stanford.
This game is like a toss-up game.
Yeah,
it really is.
If I had a coin
I
right
was
now,
gonna say,
I would flip. I don't. Unfortunately, I don't. I apologize. I'm gonna flip your phone. But yeah, I mean,
Use that coin app. I don't have it. Though.
I'll just go with Stanford, just to be different.
Just to be different.
Yeah. I think this is.
you gonna read the ESPN analysis.
I was.
What does ESPN have to say about it?
Well,
Again, this one's gonna.
Oh my god.
It's gonna come down to why. Don't worry, I wasn't able to read the ESPN. This is my specific analysis. It's gonna come down to the wire. It's gonna be a competitive game. It's gonna come down to the final seconds of the fourth quarter, and in the end, I am gonna go with the Michigan State Spartans to win the game. Not with 100% conviction, but I'm going with Michigan State. Maybe.
Possibly.
Probably. Yeah.
Michigan State.
Michigan State.
All right, and we know that this is the last year for this current BCS system.
Thank goodness.
Finally, I mean, I don't know about you guys. I mean, you do have people that like this sort of system. I personally don't. I mean, you got computers deciding the outcome of, bowl games, championship games, or where people are going to play it. I think, of course, then you do have the same problem next year with, even though you have a 14 playoff, you're going to have the team that are 5 and 6 that feel left out. So there's not going to be any perfect fix, any perfect match. But I think going to a 4 playoff system, I think it's going to be better. It's definitely going to be exciting next year to see how this works out. Of course, maybe the first couple of years is going to take a little getting used to because it's this system that's been in place for a while. But I'm personally looking forward to this new system, this BCS system. But definitely enjoy the bowl games of the winter break. They're always a lot of fun, always a lot of they're very entertaining. The college football, it's again, say what you want about the system, but when those upsets happen and you see fans storming the fields and I should get that.
You wish you could.
But it's incredible. It's incredible. So just we're gonna enjoy those bowl games. We're gonna be following them closely. We'll keep you updated on our Facebook page, the Pressbox, and on our Twitter at GMU Pressbox. No Instagram, no Vine yet, but those are coming. So let's flip it over to NFL now in our remaining time. Of course, they're gonna be, by the time we get back, it's gonna be well into the playoffs. So the playoff picture is clearer now than it was a few weeks ago. There's still, of course, seeding and as opposed to where teams are going to end up. In the AFC, I think we clearly see that if all goes right, even though Gronk is out for the Patriots, there should be a collision course between the Patriots and the Broncos, a rematch of that great game a couple weeks ago where the Patriots, came back and won. I think it's clear that those are the 2 best teams in the AFC.
I was going to say, I don't know if they're the clear-cut second best team without Gronkowski. He's just such a big part of what they do, and he's so good by himself that
half the season without him.
Yeah, and they were 22nd in offense during that time. I saw the stat. And
all that matters is the record, though.
They're second in scoring offense with Gronkowski. So it's like a really big difference, obviously.
They were still one of the best teams in the AFC, though.
They were, but I don't think that they were the second best team.
Well, so my question is, the Patriots aren't the second best team.
I don't know. That's a very good question. Yeah, I mean, you have. I just keep saying it up. I mean, possibly the Colts.
Wait, the Colts?
Maybe.
As second best in the AFC?
Just lost to the Bengals?
They got punished by the Bengals. Yeah, a little bit.
But not the Bengals?
I'll say the Bengals are even better than
I'll
Colts.
say the Bengals.
I mean, thankfully the Colts have already clinched the division.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter what happens from here out.
I mean, you could have Kansas City come back.
No. Kansas City's good. I mean, I'm not like DeMonte that he's always been off of Kansas City throughout the whole season, but Kansas City's good. I mean, I think they're definitely. I mean, I have them as the 3rd best team in the AFC. You just stay cracking up.
I was just thinking about the game yesterday. They look like the 2nd best team, but then you can't. I mean, you got to look at the competition. So
okay, we have nothing going for us right now. I'm gonna be honest. We don't have a 1st-round draft pick next year. Our owner and coach are beefing that. It's as long as Snyder is the owner of the Redskins. I don't think we're ever gonna win. This is the same thing every single year. All right, every single year. We don't. There's no quick fixes in football. You need time to build a franchise, and this is what happens every single year. We get rid of coaches after 3-4 years. There's no stability. So what now? We're gonna fire Shanahan, get rid of him, and so that Snyder can take over everything and sign somebody like Albert Hainsworth to another $100 million contract, so he can bolt after 2 years and leave it while he's rolling around in his Rolls Royce somewhere down in Florida. No, we can't have this. I'm sorry.
No, continue, Stephen.
I was gonna say. Should we talk about Tim Tebow?
I'm sorry, that was my rant. This one time I'm frustrated as a Redskins fan because
the one time
on the same reaction.
I mean, usually I'm pretty calm. Like I know what to expect. This is this is how this has been.
I've been frustrated my whole life with the Redskins.
Yeah, this is how it's been. So I've been used to it. So when things happen, I'm like, okay, that's supposed to happen because
It's the Redskins.
exactly. But you saw what we did last year. I mean, having at least a glimmer of hope, and then now to what we have this year. So it's frustrating. That's another topic for another day. Maybe I just post up a YouTube rant on that another day. I know we gotta move on.
3 hours later.
So in the AFC, let's real quick do our predictions. Who's going to come down to? I know we kind of did at the beginning of the season. Season's kind of shaped up now. Who we got? AFC title game.
AFC title game.
AFC title game. Who we got for that?
Definitely the Broncos are definitely in that. But I guess since the Patriots aren't the second best team, gosh,
Wait, does this mean you're agreeing with me?
no.
No.
Patriots.
I mean,
I agree with that game,
yeah,
too. I think
yeah.
that's what it'll be. And
Who you
then
got?
the Patriots will take that.
I don't think it's going to be easy, though. I think Kansas City, and definitely I think Cincinnati can make some noise. It'll definitely make things tough. So it's not going to be a walk in the park, but definitely, I mean, 5th and 6th seed. I mean, well, 5th would be Kansas City, but 6th seed doesn't
That's
matter.
totally up in there. It's like half the AFC is still up for
Exactly.
it.
You got
Yeah.
Baltimore, Miami on your side.
Yeah, there's a big drop off after those couple.
Exactly.
games.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So who's your? Cause we're fine. We got our matchup. What's yours?
I think I'm going to say the Broncos versus the... It's just a toss-up between it. I just don't think it's going to be the Patriots.
No, that's fine. I mean, that's
I can see the Bengals. You made a good point that they did beat Indianapolis.
so
And they had-
Broncos and Bengals.
That could be one possibility.
Hey,
With a
well,
bunch of other possibilities.
well, Matt's gonna keep waffling. So we're gonna move over to the NFC. NFC, I think that clearly is the I would say more tougher conference right now. I mean, we saw the Niners beat Seattle, so Niners are still there. Of course, you got the Seahawks, you got the Saints, you got the Panthers. Eagles are playing real well now. I'm rooting for the Eagles right now, so they're doing their thing right now. And of course, you have the NFC North.
Wait,
Whoever.
what are you waiting for this?
I was waiting for them to say the
I
Cowboys.
mean, Cowboys are there.
We're
They're
right there.
They're there. We have reached the month of December though, so stay tuned.
So all
So,
Decembers are irrelevant. So whatever.
is, but
At
that-
least we're still relevant in the month of December.
well, at the end of the day, you'll be watching the playoffs home with us. It doesn't matter.
No, we're gonna make the playoffs.
Okay.
And Tyler's right there with me. So.
Whatever makes you happy, DeMonte. Let's just go along with that.
And of course, every year a team could get high. We've seen recently over the last 5-6 years that 6th seed, 5th seed has just gained momentum and just got on a roll, gone to the Super Bowl or won the Super Bowl in the case of the Giants. So it's we don't know what's going to happen, especially in the North. You really don't know who's going to win. The Lions are, technically still leading the division right now, but Aaron Rodgers is coming back, and Green Bay's only a game behind, so they could still make it in. Game and a half, something like that, 2 games, something like that. But they're right there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna be a competitive race in the NFC North, and then you have Carolina, who's looking like they should get in as the 5th seed if they don't win the division, and then San Fran if they hold off Arizona. But it's tough. So I think the NFC is going to be harder to predict. But what's our matchup for the NFC Championship game?
Cowboys.
Realistically.
Cowboys.
You have to make the playoffs first.
Which we will. It's a statement game tonight.
We got to play Week 17?
The Eagles.
Oh. And what happens in Week 17 with the Cowboys? Like the last 3-4 years.
You always lose, I'll tell you.
Thanks, Matt.
Remember last year it was the Redskins.
So, my realistic NFC Championship picture, I think I'm going to go with the Seahawks. I'm going to say a rematch of that of a couple weeks ago. I'm going to say the Seahawks and Saints.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like the Seahawks are going to have home field advantage. But I don't think that it's going to be a blowout like it was before. I mean, It's hard to do the same thing to a team twice, demolish them like that. And the playoffs are a completely different atmosphere. I think it's going to be a closer game, but I'm going with the Seahawks and Saints.
I think if you guys suck. I think if the Panthers continue to be where we thought they would be when they drafted Cam, I think we could see them playing against the Seahawks.
Okay.
They just lost to the Saints. I think the Saints are better than the Panthers. I think they have like their numbers somewhere. So I think I'm gonna have to say the Seahawks versus the Saints as well.
Yeah, I agree. But I mean, like you said, the National Conference is up for anybody. So you could see any of those teams that you mentioned making a deep run. San Fran, Green Bay, if Rodgers is back and healthy.
Exactly.
So you can't, So we'll see. Stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned. We're definitely going to update things. Look out for us. It's been a wonderful semester. It's been a fun semester. As always, we're gonna take a little break. Enjoy our winter break. You'll still see videos, things around there. We'll get you laughing. We're going to come back next semester. Look out for some new things. But as always, George Mason University. Keep it 100. Keep it 100%. Stay classy. Good luck on everything. As always, Vandy Bernard.
I'm Perry Buckley.
DeMonte Shaw.
And I'm Ed Newman.
And as always, George Mason University. Press on.